In this episode, October Sarasota Cars and Coffee, a heavy American, and a light Italian. Welcome to episode 124 of the We Are Auto Show. What's up, Derek?
Mr. Michael Rao. Over the past weekend, we did partake in the local Cars and Coffee.
As usual.
Took some photos. You want to take a look?
Yeah, there were some highlights and there were some lowlights. Let's go over some of our higher of the lights.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, starting it off with some donations.
Yeah, this is much needed.
Yeah. Just literally 40 miles south of us, decimated.
It's a war zone.
Yeah, full-blown, huge. So the theme was Hurricane Ian relief. Bring in water and cash and whatever donations, food and non-perishables, everything, which was amazing to see all the donations come out.
Super cool. I had a buddy who was in the reserves, and he got called up to go pull bodies out of homes.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was a big one.
It was bad.
Huge.
But let's take a look at some good cars.
Yeah. Let's look at something that's not so good.
So what's wrong with this?
Well, those are Tesla Model 3 wheels on a Honda CR-V that's been lowered.
There was a trend at this car show.
Yes, there's actually a Facebook group that I am a part of. It is OEM wheels on other makes and models.
Oh.
And this car, I believe, was posted and shared in that group.
It fits.
It is. It is a Honda with Tesla wheels.
For the look they're going to, I actually think it kind of works.
Yep. There's actually one of the most popular OEM wheels in other makes and models is Tesla Model 3 wheels, the Aero disc ones, without the actual Aero disc.
I know what you're talking about.
Have you seen what those wheels look like without the Aero disc?
They look good.
They look like a sporty wheel.
Yeah.
So there was a guy that used to live in my apartment complex. He had a white Honda Civic Si. He put those Model 3 wheels on them without a center cap, and I was like, wow, those wheels look really good. Are they BC forged? What are they? He's like, you really want to know? Tesla wheels. I'm like, oh my God, really? Yeah.
I think if I had a Model 3 and I had those aero caps, I'd be taking them off.
Yeah.
Because they do look a lot better. These are not the wheels, by the way, that we're talking about.
Correct. These are just other Tesla wheels.
Yeah, but I do think they fit the look, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tesla, though.
Whoa. So there's a theme happening here. Because that is a Tesla Model S on not Model S wheels.
No.
Those are BMW M4 wheels.
Why would you put BMW wheels on a Tesla?
Why would you put Tesla wheels on a Honda?
I get he's going for the slammed look. It kind of flows with the car. I kind of like that. If you're going for that look. This.
He's got a front lip and side skirts on it.
I know. But of all the manufacturers, BMW? Really?
Don't know, but it's a little weird. I shared a picture of this exact Tesla to that group saying, haven't seen this combo before.
No.
I've seen many other makes and models on many other models and makes as wheels. What's funny is the BMW that's beside this Tesla is the car that those wheels should belong on, because that is an M4, and those are M4 wheels on the Tesla.
Kind of odd. Do you think that he owns a BMW as well? Or did?
No.
Really?
I bet you he was just searching through Facebook, and he was like, oh, I found a killer deal on these old M4 wheels. Let's see how they look in the Tesla. Let's bolt these bad boys up. Probably got some wobble bolts and some random-ass adapter, and bada bing, bada boom. Ta-da! Because I've definitely done that. I've looked through Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, and I'm like, whoa, those wheels would look kind of cool. Maybe, they're only selling the whole set for $100? Maybe I should just reach out. I bet you that's what happened.
You're probably right.
Because that's the way my brain would go with it.
Yes.
And then let's transition to an Italian car. In actually a sea of Italian cars, there's the Chrysler TC by Maserati beside it in pale yellow.
Brilliant.
Oh, yes. As well as the Ferrari Roma and then a Ferrari 488 behind it. But in the spotlight is what?
The MC20.
Yes, the Maserati MC Hammer.
Yes.
But have you seen this color yet?
I think that we have seen this color at Cars and Coffee. We've seen a gray.
We've seen gray, white, and red.
Black?
Black,
No.
yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've seen the blue.
The blue looks very good.
I like the blue in this car.
The blue accented with the black looks awesome.
Yeah, that car works in blue.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually like that around all those Italians. I would take that over those.
I wouldn't.
Ooh.
I'd take the Ferrari 488 behind it.
You wouldn't take the Chrysler by Maserati?
I would actually get the Chrysler TC by Maserati, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it'd be a very close battle for me between the MC20 and the 488. It's very neck and neck for me. The reason I go Ferrari is because it has 2 more cylinders.
But
But
you could have the mother of all Maseratis. That's not the mother of all Ferraris. Not even close.
well, true. You could get the mother of all Maseratis' dad right next to it. Great grandfather, crazy uncle. That's what they are. That's what the Chrysler TC by Maserati is.
It really is.
It's lineage. Right?
Really
I can
is.
see the lineage in the front corner of the.
Yes.
It looks very similar, doesn't it?
No, not at all.
But I do like the MC20 in that color. I think it looks great.
My argument is the 458 would blend in. This Maserati would not.
The 488 would blend in. The 458 I'd rather have. Sorry, I've just got to correct you there. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that... see, I could probably be swayed on that argument. I'm not 100% either direction.
There are a lot of 488s around.
You're right.
There are not a lot of MC20s.
I think I could be swayed on that argument.
Yes. So let's move on, though. What is this? I'm not a big VW guy.
Well, this is a VW that I could have bought many moons ago for, let's see, probably $5,000, but is now worth probably $25,000.
What is this?
This is a Volkswagen Corrado, and this is the Corrado VR6. It was such a freaking cool-ass car. It had that VR6 engine that makes that Wookiee noise, and it's like Volkswagen's sports car.
Huh.
Like, it was like an actual sports car.
It's only a 2-door, little hatchback.
Yep.
Did they make a manual?
Oh, yeah. It was it was absolutely manual.
Front-wheel drive?
That's what I don't remember.
Oh, if this thing was rear drive, it would be super snappy anyway. The
I
wheelbase
believe
is
it was
tiny.
front-wheel drive.
It feels like this should be a front-wheel drive car.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a neat car. And you're saying that these are now going for $20K?
Stupid money.
Well kept?
Stupid money. Yeah.
Huh.
Stupid money.
That's a neat one.
I love the Corrado. I used to love the look of it. I would front wheel drive. Pardon me.
Okay.
But yeah, I used to love the look of the Corrado. It's such a cool car.
Would you trade your current car for this?
Absolutely.
Wow.
I would do that in a second, especially that exact one with the VR6 and those newer Volkswagen wheels.
Yeah.
That's a solid, and you can see me in the back of the picture oogling its rear end. That is such an interesting car. You can see the old school 90s seatbelts that come in over from the A-pillar.
Oh, you're right.
That like automatically belt you in whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
I have to assume the two of these cars are buddies. A Volkswagen Golf R and a VR6.
Likely.
That is a very good two-car solution if you are a huge Volkswagen person.
And you are.
I like that a lot. I really like that. Look,
All right.
just look. The look of it is so good.
It's cool. It's a really cool car. And they're rare, which is neat.
Mm-hmm. They're cool.
But let's move on.
Yes, and while moving on, I do want to quickly go back to that Corrado because the Corrado was not inside of Cars and Coffee.
No.
It was actually just outside of Cars and Coffee, next to the Golf R next to it. And you and I started to wander around outside of Cars and Coffee, where we found arguably some of the better cars just outside.
They were better.
Yeah, like
It's crazy.
literally just outside Cars and Coffee were some of the coolest cars, which was this silver Porsche GT3 Touring, which beautiful spec, right? Silver wheels, gorgeous spec, very daily driver. It's the car that you can blend in but also stand out in.
Right.
Love
Not a
that
track car, but a daily absolute monster.
Just amazing. Love
Yeah.
that car to death. GT3 Touring 992. Oh, so
No carbon roof, though.
No carbon roof on that, and no carbon side mirrors, but steel brakes painted with calipers painted in black.
Okay.
And the LED matrix design headlights.
Solid spec.
Mm-hmm. It's
Very
very
cool.
good daily spec.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I don't think you need a carbon roof for dailies and whatnot.
Well, you don't need, but you kind of want because it is a cool spec.
For an extra 20 grand, yeah, okay.
It's a cool spec.
Yeah.
So,
Haha. Let's move on to our car spots of the week because
Yes.
this is mine and this is a behemoth is what it is.
I'm surprised the pavement could hold it up, not create a sinkhole in front of us.
Yes, we have some stats to talk about. This is the new Hummer EV. And when I saw it, I was all over this. I wanted to wander around, look inside it, check it out, and it is massive.
It's
just
so
massive.
goddamn big.
It is
It's so huge.
dually Ford F350 big.
It hardly fits in the parking stall.
Barely.
Like, there's not a whole lot of room to swing a door open.
No.
Like, that's a regular parking stall. It's parked nicely in it, but you don't have a lot of margin for error on either side.
Yes. Other than it being big, what do you think about the looks?
It just looks like a Hummer with a light bar.
Yeah, I'd agree.
It looks like they've never heard of a wind tunnel.
But I think that's fine because the Hummer motto has always been take the military equipment and try to turn it into kind of a road car, but don't really forget the military equipment. This kind of feels a little different though.
I just realized I think the new Hummer EV comes with 35-inch off-road tires. Yeah, that's efficient.
Jeez. Not at all. This feels like a weird vehicle.
Ever seen. It's just every time I look at the screen, it's the biggest thing I've ever seen.
Yes. The Hummer itself, right, the H1 and the H2 were well known for being big vehicles that could do a lot of torque and like be useful with equipment and stuff.
And how much torque does it have?
Oh, let me tell you some numbers, my friend. First, let me give you the horsepower number.
Okay.
It's 1,000.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot. But with that comes with a torque number that is 11,500.
Okay. That's not real, is it?
That's real.
Okay.
11,000 torque.
How does it create?
What?
That's okay. What? What?
I've never heard of a torque number like that.
That's just ridiculous.
That's insane.
That's so much torque that it would actually like just spin the earth underneath it.
A semi-truck only has 1,000 to 2,000 torque.
What? What? Okay. Something. There's no way that's a correct torque figure.
That's right. It's 11,000 pound-feet of torque.
That's
11,500.
ridiculous.
But with that also comes a weight of 10,000 pounds.
Oh my God.
10,000 pounds. It's 5 tons.
That is. That is a standard passenger vehicle that weighs 5 tons.
5 tons. God forbid you get into an accident with this thing.
You're just gonna go through something.
This is a moon driving around on the road.
Yeah. Yes.
This is a planet.
Would you like to go to Target in your medium-sized moon?
Yeah.
Honey, have you unlocked the moon yet?
Some other numbers, and this is more on the nerdy side. The battery capacity. Let me first tell you the battery capacity of the Model 3. It's around 80 kilowatts. Okay.
Okay.
The battery capacity of the Rivian R1T, 135 kilowatts. The battery capacity of the Hummer, 212 kilowatts.
There's nothing small about anything about this car. You can't use the term small.
It's at least 3 Tesla Model 3 batteries in there.
That's
worth of energy.
So huge.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Yes. The other interesting stats, the battery recharge rate, if you were to plug it into your home outlet, your 110 volts, it'd take you 55 hours to charge.
That's over 2 days. That is greater than 2 days.
Yes. If you were to charge it in your dryer outlet or a 210 volts, it would take you 10 hours.
That's almost like a whole day at work.
That's a night, though. That's a night, right? You could, in theory, charge it overnight. Or you could
then you create a blackout on your whole block.
Yeah. Or you could go to a supercharger and start getting proper voltages, and you can charge it in around an hour.
Oh.
So,
to drive your 10,000 pound.
it will get you 329 miles of range. Don't know about on those tires, to be honest. But that's what they're quoting for the range of this vehicle.
Oh, my.
And a 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds.
That's the fastest moving planet ever.
10,000 pounds, 0 to 60 in 3.3
It's
seconds.
just a weird car. It just doesn't make sense.
With 11,000
Nothing
pound-feet
about
of
this
torque.
makes sense.
Holy moly, dude.
Nothing about this makes sense.
That thing is wild.
It's very wild.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. That's just ridiculous.
Jeez.
So that's your spot of the week?
That is my spot of the week. Did you happen to see one on sale somewhere?
I actually did. I was scrolling through Facebook, and I saw some dude advertise one for $275,000.
What?
Don't they go for like 110 grand or something like that?
Yeah, MSRP is like 110 grand.
Yeah.
275.
Yeah. I saw one of the Facebook groups like
Oh, boy.
$275,000. Just delivery miles. Great. Who is going to spend that on this?
A markup of 3 times the car? What? No.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Weird. Yeah. That whole vehicle is just an absolute monster of a machine and wild in many different ways.
It's just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
It's hard for my brain to wrap around that thing.
And it's really weird to think that it's transitioning to becoming a really large, fancy iPhone.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel to me like this is the utility Hummer vehicle that it used to be.
No.
Now it's a fancy tech toy
It is.
that just has crazy numbers.
With its crab walk and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fancy tech toy.
Yeah. Not for me.
Weird. All right.
Ooh, that brings me to my spot of the week, which is quite the exact opposite of what you spotted.
Yes, it
I
is.
spotted a very nice, light, delicate Italian supercar. Not a 10,000 pound electric truck.
11,000 torque?
You're
How many
right.
torques does this have?
This actually has, it has 347 torques.
Okay.
So it's not that many.
Okay.
But it's a Ferrari. It is a Ferrari F430 Scuderia 16M.
I saw this, and I saw a 16M badge on the side and went, what is that?
Yeah. So I saw it, and this is another one of those, if you know, you know. The 16M denotes that this is extremely limited. It's not just a regular Scuderia Spider. It is the last Ferrari F430 ever made.
Okay.
The last batch of Ferraris ever, 430s, I should say, that were ever made were Scuderia Spider 16Ms.
Okay.
They were limited to only 499 of them ever.
Ooh.
So when I saw this, I was like, oh shit, son. This is pretty wild. This
Really?
ain't no random F430. This is a 16M. Hot damn. So when I saw this 16M, I knew this was special. I didn't realize what they built this to commemorate, though. They built the 16M to celebrate Ferrari's 16 F1 Constructors' Championships.
Ah.
Pretty sick, right?
I wonder what the M stands for.
Something in Italian.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you. It does have that beautiful, naturally aspirated 4.3-liter Italian V8. It develops 503 horsepower and 347 torque. It weighs much less than your Hummer. Weighs about 3,300 pounds.
Normal car.
0 to 60, 3.6 seconds. Top speed of 198. And the description that I found of this is a genuine hardcore soft top Ferrari. Which is, well, that, right? Limited to 499 of them. That's pretty cool.
A genuine hardcore soft top. Usually those don't go in the same sentence.
Correct.
But this car does pull that off.
Actually, one of the stats was that this was the fastest open top car to ever be tested at Ferrari's test track.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Really cool. The 16M, that's special. That's a special car.
Me and you both have a soft spot for the 430, and this is all of it and some more.
Yeah, this is the 430 to get if you could get one.
Yes, it is.
I love that car so much. And everyone else is like, that's just a Ferrari. What are you doing? I'm like, it's a 16M. There's more to this. There's more than meets the eye here.
Yep.
This is very special. Built to celebrate the 16 F1 championships won by Ferrari.
And knowing how rare that car is it selling for more than it was?
You know what? Let me go ahead and just do a quick Google here.
Because 499 is what they made?
Yes, 499.
If it's 499, that's right on the edge of it's rare, but it's not absurdly rare. It's not 20 of them.
So with miles, they're selling, well, it looks like around $400,000.
So
not millions,
right?
But
they haven't lost a ton of value. They've probably gained value.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, they're selling somewhere around the $400,000 mark.
Very cool car.
Yeah, that's my spot of the week.
Nice.
So let's move on to the I wish they would have. Do you have one?
I do indeed. I wish that the boot, I think I'm saying that right. I think it would be the boot or the leather or whatever material is around either the e-brake or the shifter, if you have a manual vehicle, wasn't made out of crumbly paper. Because you and I both know, after
Florida
2 days of sitting in the Florida heat, it turns into crumbly paper.
dust.
Yes. And it is absolutely useless. My e-brake and my shifter both have cracks and crevices in them, and there's almost no point in repairing them.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to crumble.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
So I wish that there was not a harder material, but a more durable material to the heat.
Like a synthetic mesh or something?
Yeah, and maybe there is. If you know.
There is some companies that sell them, but you have to, they're aftermarket, right?
Yeah. I wish that the OEMs would put on a more durable material.
I mean, there's suede, but that's just...
That's
Still in the
different.
Florida heat. Just
Yeah. I don't know.
turn to dust.
Guess I should just go the gated shifter route.
There you go.
Call it a
Gated
day.
shifter, your BRZ. That's it. That
Seems a bit excessive.
Oh, a bit.
Would solve the problem, though.
It
Not
would.
the e-brake thing, but whatever.
Yeah, it would.
What do you have?
So I wish that more cars had an oil level gauge in your instrument cluster.
A gauge. So the amount of oil.
Correct.
Oh.
Not pressure, temperature, but the amount of physical oil in the car. Because that is much more convenient than having to check your dipstick.
Oh, poor you. You got to put your hand in the engine bay and get it a little dirty.
No, I'm just saying. It's much more convenient.
I don't... You could, right? You could go down the same tech that a gas tank has, where it's like the floating gauge, right? But with engine oil pressure being as high as it is, I don't know if that's easy to do.
You're probably right.
I don't think that there's an easy mechanical solution. I also don't know if the engine oil pressure, like the physical pressure, the PSI, would tell you if you are low on oil or not. I'm not sure.
I don't know enough engineering to answer that question.
There could be a way to determine that based on the pressure.
Either way, I just wish there was some sort of a screen or a gauge that would tell you your oil level versus having to manually check it.
Just get the dipstick.
But
It's a very well-tested solution.
it's easy, but I want it easier.
All right.
That's why I wish they would have.
Okay.
All right, so you got anything else?
I do not.
It's going to wrap us up for episode 124 then. Thanks so much for watching and listening. If you're watching on YouTube, please leave a thumbs up on the video and drop a comment. Let us know, what do you wish your car did? Don't forget to hit subscribe while you're there. I know on our audio, you could go ahead and follow us on, Apple and Google and Spotify and Stitcher and all of those. Leave us a 5-star rating and review there. That'd be amazing. Don't forget, we're on social too. Facebook is We Are Auto. Instagram is We Are Auto _. YouTube is We Are Auto. And our website is weareauto.io. And thanks again. Catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.